Wendell, before practice, I asked Pat Hardis, and he said this is probably the deepest linebacker group he's had at Pitt. Do you get that same sense?
Yes, it is. We have a lot of great players in the room. We're probably about 3 deep of guys who can really go out there and actually play and do well. So it brings competition every day, and then we just have to be on our A game.
At the mic you're sharing with Chase, how did divvying up the snaps?
We just splitting up reps. Each guy's getting their own set. Working us in there in rotation.
It's pretty much 50-50?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
How would you describe the speed amongst the linebackers?
Speed. This is probably one of our most athletic groups since I've been here. We got a lot of athletic guys. Myself, and then Chase, Savasi, Bengali, Leslie, JP, Phil. And some other guys that I didn't even name. I'm not gonna name everybody, but it's probably our best group of athletes we've had in a while since I've been here.
You mentioned how the depth is. Do you guys feel with losses on the D-line and the secondary that this is time for the linebackers?
I feel like every year is always our time, but I think, it's going to be our responsibility, We lead the defense. Start with me as middle linebacker and then the other guys too. So we have to go out there and lead our defense and have everybody else rally around us.
How much are you looking forward to Thursday on full pads?
That's the best day of the year. First time you can play real football.
The mic, the position you play, is a kind of a cerebral position, making all the calls. All of a sudden, you have to make the call, then you have to become a ferocious ball chaser. How difficult is that to make that quick transition?
I wouldn't say it's really difficult at all. You just you gotta make the game slower for yourself. So I slow it down where I get everybody right first at the front. Get our calls in. Then after that, we just play football, and then that's where everything else takes care of itself.
How are you different now than you were this time last year?
Different, I feel like my body is way better, not just like for my knee injury, but just everything. I'm in really great shape. I'm stronger than I was last year. And, I just, missing the whole year, I get to watch everybody and see things, So I feel like, I'm just overall I'm a better player than I was last year.
At what point were you 100%?
100%? Probably like towards the end of spring ball.
What's it like playing for Coach Manlak?
Coach Manlak, I love playing for him. He brings a ferocious attitude to the room. We have a saying, point the thumb. Even as a Mike linebacker, I'm the quarterback of the defense. So, if DM mess up on play, that's on me because I have to get him right. Even if I said it, I got to make sure everything's right. So he really teaches us about accountability, and he was a former player too, so he knows what it's like to play and be in our spot. So it just brings everything together.
You guys lost some big leaders from last year's team. Who have been some of the guys that have spoken up and filled in those roles this year?
You got myself. Cam Bright's been talking more. Hopper's leading the D-line really well. In the back end, Marquez Williams, he does a good job with his corners, safeties, Brandon Hill. So we got a lot of guys who are taking their place and we're going to be just fine.
How hard is it to get a sense of, your physical readiness until you put the pads on and really tackle? Can you feel it now, or are you still kind of waiting for that moment to be sure?
I feel good now. Spring ball, I guess you kind of say I kind of like, I don't know if I'm ready yet, just because, even though I was clear to go, you know how it is when you have a knee injury, you got to get your strength back and everything, so you're not really 100% even though the doctor's cleared you. So, but, I feel like I'm more ready than ever.
Speaking strictly from a verbal point of view, how much are you kicking butt out there?
I'm doing great. Not great, but, I'm going to take that back. I'm doing really good. I just got, always something to work on. Well, overall, I'm feeling confident in myself, and I think so far I'm having a good camp.
What about the way you're pushing the other guys?
We're always pushing each other. Guys like Savase, Chase, us, and everybody battling out. That makes me want to play harder because at the end of the day, we can only put 3 out there to start the game. So the best man has to, not even the best man, but the most consistent man has to be one out there. So that it makes me hone in on my technique. It makes me want to get in the film room more, and then just keep working, go out there and play hard.
When we talk to the offensive players, they always talk about how explosive Izzy is. Is he that fast?
Yeah, he's going to be a problem this year. They both can run.
Jeff, you want the last one?
Was pleased with your guys' practice so far. What have you seen from a prepared standpoint, and what do you think overall about how the team at this point?
Nothing is ever perfect, especially no matter we're in week 1 or week 14, always something we can work on. But I feel like as a group, mentally, I feel like we're ahead of the curve. Myself and we have a lot of guys who come in early, stay after, get extra work in, stay after practice. So I think mentally we're way ahead of the curve than we would be probably last camp.